I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Bulgari. Today, I'll be your guide to the usage, care, and maintenance of your Bulgari Divas Dream in 18-karat rose gold. Now, it's important to note that this is an automatic winding timepiece by means of the rotor on the caseback. Its motion converts the action of the wrist into mainspring barrel energy that drives the watch. However, should you wish to wind the watch manually, for instance, if it should run down, take the crown and turn it in its first position flush to the case, 20 to 30 turns in a clockwise direction. This will be sufficient to start the motion of the caliber. You'll see the advance of the seconds hand indicating that the watch is operating, and now you can advance to setting the time. However, should you wish to manually wind the watch up to its maximum rated power reserve of approximately 42 hours, simply continue turning the crown. Due to the bridal-style mainspring, you cannot accidentally overwind this timepiece. The bridle mainspring will simply slip by design and release any excess strain. So wind until you hear a subtle click or tick within the watch. That's your sign the watch is fully energized. In order to set the time more precisely, Bulgari's manufacturer caliber BVL 191 features a stop seconds. Stop seconds means that you can pull the crown out to a stop and halt the seconds hand. Now, this is best done when the seconds hand reaches the index at 12 o'clock. At that point, choose an accurate reference time, for instance, an online atomic clock. Make sure that the hour matches your reference time, and then, with the seconds hand halted at 12, advance the minutes hand to the next nearest minute. When your reference time catches up to the time you've set on the watch, hour, minute, and second, push the crown back in. This resumes the beat of the balance. Now you've synchronized your watch against your reference time. There are three primary areas of hazard that should restrict the fashion in which you handle your watch for safekeeping and longevity. These areas of hazard are water, magnetism, and shock. Now, no leather strap is ever water resistant, so although this timepiece is water resistant to 3 ATM, you can see it on the caseback, or 30 meters static test depth, leather, a natural porous material, is never water resistant, so ensure that though moisture may accumulate on the watch, the leather is always shielded from moisture for its own longevity and security. You can help avoid accidental drownings of your watch. Keep the crown pressed flush to the case at its innermost position whenever the watch may encounter moisture. If you should attempt to wind the watch or set the watch, this may bypass the case seals, introducing water to the interior of the timepiece to catastrophic effects. After all, the peacock by itself requires 20 hours of hand painting. Everything inside your watch can be severely damaged by water, so avoid accidental drownings, keep your watch remote from deep submergence, and Bulgari recommends every 2 years at minimum having your watch water tested at a Bulgari authorized service center to ensure that factory rated hermeticity is retained. Over time, lubricants and seals will degrade, so unlike mechanical specifications, water resistance is not a static feature of your watch. Have it periodically tested at intervals no greater than 24 months. Magnetism is unseen and ubiquitous. Its effect is to alter the state of the ferrous hairspring at the center of your watch's balance, its heartbeat. When exposed to magnetism, a fine mechanical timepiece will run erratically. It may run fast, it may run slow. In either case, take the watch to a factory-authorized service center where specialized equipment is available to quickly and easily demagnetize your watch. As a precaution, keep the watch remote from professional MRI equipment, speakers, subwoofers, as well as the closures of wallets, purses, and refrigerator doors, as all of these create strong magnetic fields that can affect your watch. While magnetism can be reversed and a watch can be set right if magnetized, shock and concussion can cause more permanent damage. It's important to remember that the hinge lugs of your timepiece, as well as its delicate exterior features, are vulnerable to impact and abrasion, and thus the watch should not be worn during any high-impact or concussive activities in which physical contact of a rough or damaging character could occur to the watch. It's also important to avoid the most severe vibrations, shocks, and concussions, as these can severely damage the mechanical movement of your watch. Disuse the watch during ATV riding, during mountain biking, during motorcycle usage. during firearms marksmanship, batting, tennis, or golf, as all of these create sufficient concussion to damage a fine mechanical movement to the point that it may stop and require replacement parts. Finally, Bulgari recommends every 3 to 5 years a comprehensive full service of your timepiece at an authorized service center. This will involve everything from replacement of worn straps to restoration of factory finish to restoration of water resistance, as well as cleaning, oiling, and readjustment of the mechanical caliber. Now, this should be performed exclusively at authorized service centers that have specialized tools and equipment, trained personnel, and Bulgari factory replacement parts to maintain the value of your watch as both an instrument and as an investment. Moreover, only these agencies are authorized to back all work and parts invested with a Bulgari factory service warranty. Finally, visit our website at govbergwatches.com and call, text, or email any of our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the ownership and care of this or any Bulgari fine timepiece.